And it wasn't so much, it was an internalized pressure as well as leadership pressure. But I know the chairman and Mr. Conyers knew what they had to do. They knew this needs to be addressed. The leadership, of course, said you need to address this. So it was almost parallel, simultaneous. But the pressure was definitely on, and nobody minded. Everybody, there was no time limit to the day. Weekends were not an issue. Everybody just did what they had to do. Nobody worried about overtime or working too late. In fact, nobody ever does on the Hill anyway, but especially at that time. And I was in the background trying to get lots of laptops and get Blackberries and find out what we need and who we need, and handling other security issues within the committee. And then my boss approached me. The leadership had asked about a continuity of operation plan, and he handed that off to me, and he said, I want you to put this together. And I went, a what? A continuity of operation plan. It's a COOP plan. And I said, okay. And then I got back to my desk, and I immediately called Capitol Police, talked to them. I talked to an attorney that works over at International Relations, and she was doing the same. She was instructed to put one together. So we kind of collaborated. I said, why don't I kind of come up with what I've got, boilerplate. You do yours, and then we pull the Capitol Police in, and we'll see what we come up with. And she did a very good job, and we created a boilerplate. So from there, we developed a plan for committees. What we found, and this is not legislatively oriented, but what we found within the structure of the House, the superintendent's office, the leadership, the computer, House Information Systems, all these people had a plan. All the agencies off the Hill had a plan. The members had a plan. The committees did not. In other words, something happens, our office is gone, what do? We didn't have a plan. And we were not alone. And that's when it became apparent with the staff directors. I had several meetings, and they said, we got to do this, and we got to do it now. So that was one of the big changes that it kind of woke everybody up. What if? Prepared for the worst.